Mountaineering expeditions are hardly ever smooth sailing. Challenges are mere mundane activities for us, but the mountains can level up the game when we least expect it. This is the story of the avalanche that challenged our resolve to reach the top. During my journey to Everest in May 2009, we were prepared for the tough journey ahead. Base camp all prepared with the ropes. Logistics all in place. The route mapped out. We were all set to climb to Camp 1 from base camp. Gear and food were stocked up for higher camps. We returned to base camp to prepare more loads and take more of our team to the next camps. We were on schedule. Our next goal was to move to Camp 2. The team was motivated and excited. They had worked very hard to be here. There was also a great rapport that was building amongst us now. The difficulties now seemed trivial. The goal looked so achievable. But no one had prepared themselves for this. What started as a regular bright day turned out to be one of the toughest days. After climbing for hours together, we heard the most deafening sound that took us all by surprise. Rather, shock. Route to Camp 2 was completely destroyed. Lives seemed insignificant. Everything lost in split seconds. Disorientation, confusion, disillusion. Suddenly, the darkness enveloped us. But we had to gather ourselves from the nothingness we were all feeling. First step was to get the team to a safe place. We had to get back to the base camp. Time to re-evaluate our resources. This is when we realized our biggest loss. We had lost good men. One of our Sherpas was no more. Loss of team members, dead bodies. It could have been us. It could have been me. Could we recover from these losses? Purposelessness. It was as if the entire mission was defeated. We seemed like helpless souls who had nothing to harp upon. Just the fear within, the emptiness, the void of loss of purpose. The paranoia had led to more importance of self than the team. Goals were no longer the priority. Tears were for the loss, but also for the fear that was slowly sneaking into all of us. Fear of lost hope, trust, objectivity, the team spirit. Groups were formed, questions were asked, fingers were raised. Blame games began. Trivial things started to matter more, like my water bottle was stolen. I was so shocked by this. I cried for hours wondering how anyone could do this. It was ridiculous, but I still cried in solitude. But in reality, we were all mourning together. What started as a group journey now seemed like just the pursuit of survival for each one. Dinner conversations were lined with contempt and curt replies. An argument broke over almost every conversation now. Daily chores were carried out as individuals, not as a team anymore. It felt like we were breathing negativity all around us. The lack of conviction made us lose the vision to achieve our final goal. Finally, our leaders decided to take a step back. We moved about 1,000 meters lower than base camp to Ferry Chain. We had to distance ourselves from the negativity at base camp. Pushing away the fear within, Picking up after the devastating effects of the avalanche, we slowly started gathering all our resources. But it was more important to lift our spirits. Re-evaluation and replanning was inevitable. We restocked our resources, replenished the supplies, and acquired more rope. A lot more rope. Equipment was checked and rechecked. Stronger ladders were brought in and the teams were reoriented through more training to survive any further obstacles. The weather, the jet streams, the storms were monitored very closely. Low and high pressure areas were studied. Ice and snow samples were brought down to be studied. We now knew how to deal with unexpected difficulties. We were prepared to face anything this mountain could throw at us. We re-established base camp and Camp 1. Our camps now seemed to be better equipped. Treading across the mountain came naturally now. The oxygen-deprived air didn't make us so breathless anymore. The team had overcome challenges we never thought we could have handled. Everyone now was more confident of each other's shortcomings and talents alike. Our journey is not over. We have reached Camp 2. And we stand more alert today, experienced from our mistakes and shortcomings, and more prepared to achieve the pinnacle which we have dreamt of. The climb is hard, and every step higher gets colder, while the air gets thinner. But the team stays together and climbs in a collective effort towards the highest point on earth.